I've just checked into an Airbnb because I'm on my little adventure at the Brisbane Writers Festival for 3 days. So I drove down this morning and I have already been to see one session. This is the little brochure. Isn't that cute? I've already been to see one session and then I've just come to check into my Airbnb and I'm going back this afternoon for some more. So the session I went to see was the author Ashley Hayes. She's an Australian author. This is her book 100 Small Lessons. I think I gave this 4 stars on Goodreads. I loved it. It was, it kind of spoke to me as a tale about motherhood. And one point that she brought up in her session was about her attention to detail when it comes to the little things and the little touches of love that spawn through the everyday that we kind of don't take into account because we wait for the grand gestures. And this book, as you can see, all of those are sort of moments of love. There's an amazing chapter when one of the main characters talks about finding her husband had passed away. It was devastatingly sad and amazingly beautiful all at the same time. I love that chapter and I loved her writing in that. And for a first, she signed my book. I'll show you. I've never ever spoken to an author, let alone have her wait in a line and have her sign the book. And she made reference to all of these post-it notes, which I was kind of embarrassed about when I showed it to her, but she thought it was great. So that's the session I've been to before. This book was a 4-star, but her other book, The Railway Man's Wife, that was a 2-star read for me when I looked back. I read it a while ago, so maybe if I revisit it, understanding her writing style more, or I don't know. I don't have time to reread books. I've got so many books to read. Anyway, so I've already been to one session. This afternoon I've got 2 more sessions, but there's only one that I'm really invested in. The others I'm kind of marrying about. One book that the session is on this afternoon I didn't finish because it was a book of short stories and I didn't like the first 2 short stories, so I just stopped. And the other session I haven't even read the book. But the 3rd session I'm pumped about. I have been kind of cruising around reading where I can in lines and when I'm waiting for things. I was just waiting for this apartment to become ready, so I was reading then. So I'm nearly done with Eleanor. I'm on page 315. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm so aware that there's this big trumping twist and, you know, I think I've picked it, but I want to know whether I have or not. So I'm plowing through that as fast as I can. In fact, I think maybe I've got some time before the next session, so I might sit here in the apartment and just finish this baby off. That's all I've got to go, and then I'll know what it is and I can move on. But right now it's kind of consuming me. So that's what I'll do. That's where we're at. Look what I can see from my Airbnb. That's the gorgeous Brisbane River. I have this lovely view of it. I'll beat the crazy highway situation, but that's okay. I can still see the water, and seeing the water makes me instantly relax. Hi, I'm gotten changed and ready to go in for the afternoon session for the Writers Festival. I didn't finish Eleanor. I just need to get there. I'm about, I don't know, 40 pages, 50 pages from the end. So I'll go to this session and maybe even read it while I'm walking. That's how desperate I am to finish this book. I'm not going to read it while I'm walking. That's nuts. Okay. I'm going to go and I will take you with me to the next session.
I'm an addict, and the question surprised me because you should know better than to ask. With all of your vast experience and the degrees on the wall of your office, surely you understand that you don't become an addict on a date or in a moment. It's a process that happens degree by imperceptible degree, the frog in the proverbial pot of boiling water. It's not a case of beer that makes you drunk, but the 1,000 easy sips that it represents. Addiction is, in that way, just like love. In the early moments, you don't see the potential for it to bring you pain. It's just something you slide into between laughs and smiles and moments of bliss. It's something that feels like a shield until you realise it's actually a warhead and it's pointed right at you.
So I'm back at my apartment now. I have a girlfriend coming over who I haven't seen in a long time, so I got wine. I had a good afternoon. I got to speak to an author of a book that I really loved. I got to ask her a question which is, was a lot of fun because it was something that I wanted to discuss, and she discussed it with me. And she signed my book, which was cool. So I only went to 2 sessions today, but it was a big day of driving and getting settled and just orienting myself. And the other sessions, like I said, they were books I wasn't really invested in, so I got to see the 2 books that I read and that I really loved. So tonight right now I'm going to sort out this food, and then I'm going to finish Eleanor. I'm 20 pages away or something like that. It's ridiculous, it's killing me, but so I'm going to sit down and do that now after I pack away my food. That's the twist? I'm confused. I'm so confused. I don't want to say it because, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but that's all? There was this amazing twist at the end. I'm trying to process this. I need to talk to somebody about it because unless I've missed something, nothing was really amazing about that. It was just, I don't know. Does it prove that she's mad? I don't know. Shame. It's one of those things where you read a book after the hype and you really shouldn't bloody do that. I mean, it was good. I enjoyed it. It was fun to get to know Eleanor. I didn't dislike her, I really liked her. Some of the things she said reminded me of one of my bestest friends in the world. But I like that she and Raymond are friends. I like all that stuff. It's a nice story, but I was expecting this huge twist and that was boring. The twist bit was boring. Shame. Oh well, it's done now. I guess 4 stars. I enjoyed it. It wasn't wow. It wasn't amazing. Beginning to think it might be just me. Oh, I had a shower. After my confusion of Eleanor Oliphant, I needed to wash that away. I was thinking about it in the shower. I've got to make some phone calls and sort this out because... Anyway, enough. Let's move on. I'm waiting for my friend to come over and there won't be any reading happening tonight. But before she gets here, I'm going to start The Restorer by Michael Sala. This is what I was going to read before Eleanor cropped up. So this is a story about a couple who have taken a break in their marriage and then decide to reunite in a different town whilst renovating a house. They're going to repair their marriage whilst renovating a dodgy old house. Really bonkers idea. Doesn't make much sense to me. I don't know why you'd do that. So I'm intrigued as to how he's going to play this, because obviously that's not really a tension-free environment to try and work out your marriage issues. Just saying. So yeah, I'm going to kind of sign off here, I think, and just chill out for the night. I've had a wonderful first day of my Brisbane Writers Festival experience. I feel like all of the anxiety and all of the high level stress that I have experienced over the last few months is starting to leak out of me with every step I take by myself, every new thing I see, every new idea I'm faced with, every new person I meet in the line. I'm starting to feel restored, which is a really nice feeling. So good night, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 2 of Brisbane Writers Festival.